I personally think the first war that should begin should be Veganville versus Meatsylvania. Seniac, when the land floods, let it figure itself out. The sea. Do you think me taking revenge on you is figuring myself out? You should call the farm area the manager, so when Karen asks for the manager, she'll have to speak to Meatsylvania. Seniac, today we get a monumental flooding. Me, don't worry. The headache will come next week. Lol. Awesome! My comment got into one of Celiac's videos. Guys! Welcome back to another episode of The Fool's Kingdom in City Skylines. And as you all know, it's me, your boy, Celiac. Appreciate it. Guys, welcome back to another episode. Last episode, we actually built our meat kingdom, which is now going to open us up to being able to build a bunch of other different types of unique factories that require the meats and the traits. But before we get into that today, guys, we're going to take a look at potentially building one of the many universities that we are going to have within the Fool's Kingdom. We need that higher education because that higher education brings higher paying jobs, brings more smarty pants, and a lot of people who think they know what they're talking about. And those people are annoying because, as you can fully well tell, your boy knows nothing. Nothing. Guys, if you're enjoying this series so far, please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you're new around here, then make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when the next episode does come out. But we are back, and last episode, guys, I asked you to give me some pretty sweet name suggestions for what we could call, potentially, the Animal Kingdom farm here. Now, we do know that there's a little bit of a backstory on Meatsylvania. They're all cannibals, they like eating meat. So, the great name for this, tastes like chicken. Ha 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 ha. It might not be chicken. It might be chicken, but it also might not be chicken. But all you gotta know, guys, it just tastes like chicken. Inc. Incorporated. Tastes like chicken Inc. And that's all you need to know, guys, okay? That is all you need to know. Now, we had some issues with this because they kind of spawn in really weirdly. And someone let me know there's a brand new mod on the workshop which allows you to kind of change the spawn points of a building. Now, I don't exactly know how this works, okay? I'll be honest with you. Apparently, I can add in multiple points. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm probably going to break the thing. Break the system. He's going to break the system, boys. But it says here, so add all types of vehicle, duplicate a point. Can I duplicate this point? Which is this point here. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what I'm doing. But let me delete that, because I want us to take a look. The reason I got it was, can I reset to reset to default. That might be the one. Hold on. So that's what it is by default. Okay, got you. I want to check out one that we already have. And this kind of, they're all doing the same thing. Is this normal? Is this normal, guys? I don't know. Right, let me check, for example, this one. That one is doing exactly what I want it to do. They come in early, then exit out later. And there is no difference between this and spawn points. The whole reason I got this thing is so I can kind of see what was going down with it. Where's it gone? Where's my meat kingdom? There we go. So I'm not fully sure what the issue is. Now, the only difference is the road that kind of connects to it. So if I upgraded this to a singular lane, that doesn't change anything, does it? All right, give him a moment to kind of figure out what's going down. No. So I don't fully know. But I have that mod anyway. If anyone's got any suggestions on how I potentially use it, or what I should do, please let me know. Because, you know, your boy knows nothing. That's all I can say. I know nothing right now. I've kind of just destroyed everything, and now everything's going a little bit too crazy. Whoopsie. Anyway, I want to try and look at building a university. Now, I've kind of picked this little area out here. It's not going to be a huge university, because I feel like I'm going to have all three types of universities at some point. So, the thought process is, the places ain't going to be huge, because obviously there's small little islands. So, the universities aren't going to be, fully maxed out. But the reason I picked this is because we can come off the roundabout and then up to here, which gives me all this surface space here to kind of potentially work with. Now, what I'm going to do is we're going to utilize the one with the trees here. This is not going to be a very populated area. It never is when it comes to universities. But if I bring this out, and then let's say I utilized a straight-ish road to just there. Straight-ish is the big one. Bend that down to about here. And then back in. So we get a nice little wiggle coming through. And then we get to build everything from within it. So we're going to need the main campus building. And what I'll do for that then is I'll bring this up by... hopefully 15 is fine. And I might do a little... do you know, I should round it, shouldn't I? Let me see what these buildings are like. So we'll go for the standard university campus here. And this bad boy, is that the main building? Oh, it's a lot smaller than I thought it was. Okay, we got more room than I thought. Okay. So what we'll do then is I'll go out by 3. Go out by 3. And then we'll do a 3 by 3. A 3 by 3. 3 by 3. 3 by 3. And connect them straight in. So I can drop down the main building. Smack bang just there. So we've got to zone the area right now for the campus itself. So it's the first time. Do we actually have any universities in any of the kingdoms right now? I'm not 100% sure if we do or not. I can also bring this down slightly if I need to extend the land a bit more. So universities, we have a capacity of 4,500. So where's that then? We have a capacity apparently. Right, universities. Which would be you. So none there, none there. Do I have you? Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, wait, we do. We do in South Fall. Of course we do. Of course we do. Okay. Right. Apparently they need some water over here too. What seems to be the issue? The water not spreading, boy? Is that what your issue is? There we go. So, we'll cover all this with water then while it's fresh in your boy's mind. There we go. And just kind of go down to here as well, just in case. You never know. You never know. So it's got all the water, it just needs the power, but we can get that as time goes in. So the University Campus of Falls Kingdom. I mean, we need a better name than that, don't we? We kind of legit need a better name than that. But back to this then. So we first need to take a look at building the dormitories. Now, do I focus first on the really, really big buildings? Now, these buildings are huge. I might be able to squeeze a fair few of them through this section here. So if I kind of, say I picked this spot there and went up here, where can I utilize these buildings within? So that could go here. And that could go here. So if I drop that one there, dropped, wait, which one did I have in? Oh, this one here. Okay, and then this one's more of a maybe I throw it down there. We'll save that one for a little. Which one is that anyway? It's the School of Science. Okay, we'll get all the other buildings in first. There's actually quite a lot of buildings we got to squeeze in. So, actually, do you know what? I'll be able to squeeze all the ones around it. So let me focus on getting that in first. Oh, and I need the sports stadium as well. We got to figure out what sports stadium we kind of want. So if I had that road kind of continuing to go up anyway, and then just flattened it out like that, so I can get like a slightly larger building in here. If I then also implemented a road, so say if I come out by 10, and then where's a snap for a bend? 7. Alright, if I picked here, 5 by 8. There's an 8. there's an 8. Just to kind of drive up and kind of end just there. And then we'll do all little paths and walkways connecting up everything else. And I'll probably do the same down there as well. So, is there any way I could squeeze said building in? Large building. I could do it like around about just here. And then we can filter around over little stuff kind of within it. But I do need to set up a sports stadium. Now, these are... Here we go, sports. Do I... Oh my... I forgot how big this was. Do I go for the big football field? Is it football, that one? Yeah, the American football. We got the baseball. See, I'm kind of wanting the American football one. But I'll have to place it like maybe on the... Oh, it's right next to that stadium as well. That would be kind of cool to see. Yeah, okay. I want to get that in, but I'm going to have to kind of redo this. So get rid of that. Let me just kind of get an idea of how big the building is. If I can get it up into the corner slightly, that would be kind of handy. So if I utilize just this here. Actually, no. If I come off... I want it to be almost parallel with this. So if I just quickly build that going across. Would it fit in here? No, too close to the highway. So we come down to here instead. Is that enough? See, that is, but again, it's still a tad too close to the highway. Alright, so then we'll come down to about there. And this should be the one. Bam. So delete that there then, and then we've got our road layout. So we've got the football stadium now in. We just got to connect it up to one of the edges here. 5 by 5. Bam. Simple like that, and then we just integrate the whole campus around this. It's going to be quite a tight little squeeze, and I think that large building I got left over might come down in this way. We've got a beautiful little American football stadium right there, near to the actual soccer stadium. So I feel like this is quite a nice little unique area with all the sports related within it. So, right, back to the university stuff then, because I've got a lot to squeeze in right now. We have a lot. So I'll leave that other building to the kind of the very end, and we're going to place all the dormitories then. So I think dormitories should kind of go towards the back side of it. So if I went... I'm going to have to anarchy these. By a 4, just simply up. And I put that straight across. Bringing that directly down so I can have like buildings coming off the side of the football stadium and then build other stuff within it. So dormitories then. If I start here, building across, I'll turn the anarchy back off. Just place a few going through the back side of it there. So every student has a nice beautiful view of the highway. Everybody's dream right there. Everyone's dream. And then we build all the other buildings around it. So then we have stuff like the study hall. So that could be squeezed, for example, just there. We then have the groundskeeping building, which will throw... Can I throw it in just here? Maximize that little bit of space. We have the futsal club, which we'll throw in just there. We then have an outdoor study area, which we can squeeze in just there perfectly. And then with that, we'll then go directly across to there. There we go. So we can then utilize the stuff on the other side then. We got the gymnasium, throwing just here. We have the university cafeteria, which I'll throw in just there. We then have the university fountain, which I'll throw in there. The library, just there. Math club, we'll throw in just here. Now this is the graduation section, isn't it? Well, maybe I should have had that there instead. Hold on. Move you to over here. That's fine. So the graduation can take place just there. Wow, this campus is compact. Boy. So there we have the other academic statue, which I can put on the opposite side there. So as you kind of come into the main building, you have both things, both sides. The auditorium. So now we are like struggling for space to a certain extent. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. So this is where we'll then build a path going directly down, just to kind of split these two areas so we can build stuff within it. So library we've done. We're looking for the auditorium. Here we go. So we'll throw that in just there. We have the laboratories just there. We then have the bookstore. So we can throw that on the corner there. That'll be quite nice. The media lab. Anywhere else I can squeeze that in? Or is it going to have to go somewhere like this there? We have the chess club. So small little buildings we can utilize in various places. And the other academic statue. Is that the last one at that point? It is. So I could throw that just there to kind of fill in that little bit of a dead spot. We'll plant trees and stuff around all this, so we can like utilize and make it a little bit more prettier. But we do have that large building that is then remaining. So if I just came off, let's say, just there, and if I do a 3 by a 4, we'll go a little bit further in. And see, I can anarchy it to kind of be fitting there, but I'll kind of push it over as far as possible. And then we'll just reclaim a little bit of land to finish all that off. But that's pretty sweet, isn't it? I'm actually kind of slightly impressed. We got to sort that roundabout out though, because it's definitely not working correctly. But if I just pause for a hot min, increase the brush size, and just bulk out the land just to here. And then what we'll do was first smoothing it from the bottom to kind of have a little bit more structure and foundation. And then we slowly work our way up. Here we'll take it a little bit easier. And do the same just here. You bulk it right out. Oh, undo that one. Feather it from the bottom first to create a little bit more structure. Then you slightly feather it in the middle as it pushes it all back. There we go. Sweet. So, wait for the flooding. As that now takes all place. But it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. So we have a nice little kind of university campus right now, which is not too shabby. Not too shabby. It can hold up to 6,800. Jesus, that's a lot of people, isn't it? So we're going to see a lot of traffic of people now heading over here in general. So it will make sense first then to kind of build some public transport. So first we need to check them because I know we have obviously the subway line tearing through. And we do have a stop pretty here, which I can utilize. I could do bridges and walkways going over and all that kind of stuff. But I think it will be, you know, quite cool for it to have its own stop itself. So we'll place one in now then. So we'll get a little subway stop, a little metro line just there. And we just have to redirect the current line. So if I delete it from about here. So I know they're quite close, these ones. But I just feel like it would make more sense for it to have its own dedicated stop. So if I just do this, keep it really, really simple. And if I put it into plane mode then, wait for the line to redirect itself, and then I can hook it up to the actual station itself. So it's just having a little moment there. Come on, game. Sort yourself out right now, boy. Sort yourself out right now. Are you going to sort yourself out, boy? There we go. So we connected the station up from both lines. So then students, I mean, from pretty much all around this one kingdom right now, and even when it extends over to Fredonia, and then if they get to the airport too, it's really easy to connect to. So public transport is really, really good for it anyway. This roundabout is probably going to get a little bit abused right now, and for some reason, I mean, the obvious thing is to upgrade it to 3 lanes. That's the obvious thing right now. So let's do that first then. So 3-lane highway. And we'll now upgrade it. Bam, bam, bam. All the way around. There we go. So you get a couple of extra turning lanes right there. And I don't know whether that's kind of messed up the roundabout in general. So we'll just kind of set it back up to be what it's meant to be. So hopefully with the additional lane right now, people can swing around the roundabout a whole lot quicker. But at the same time, I don't really know how much traffic I'm going to be expecting from the university. So that's going to be interesting in its own right. So what are they doing here? Why are you allowing these guys to kind of connect on? They have a giveaway sign. This junction should flow through. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? I don't get it. I don't get it. Too foolish. So, I think a lot of these people are coming in right now because they've taken the wrong route. So they're coming in to do a little U-turn to head back out. So we'll give that a minute or two for that roundabout just to kind of sort itself out now with the extension. But yeah. We've got the university set up, already making $7,600 in tuition fees, which is pretty sweet. Whoa, a lot of people already going to the university. And the subway line is already up and running, which is really good. So we already smashed the students and the campus attractiveness, so it's just probably a case of giving them some dissertation fees and stuff like that. So if I up it, give them the money, I know it's going to make my expenses really, really high, but if I can level it all up, then we can hopefully get a renowned, prestigious university campus anyway. We'll dot it around them with a couple of trees and stuff. So we'll kind of do the generic first, planting around. Change up a couple of bits of the design, go for a little bit darker, the trees. And I think eventually, once I finalise this area, because I might want to do like something, I might kind of build a little park area down here or something. Then I'll kind of cover this whole area with then the rest of the trees and whatnot. That's probably what we're going to be going for. So I'll just kind of like briefly just paint it with trees, and then we'll kind of go a little bit more full, overload scale eventually in the future. So just drop a few down right now. It's going to make it look a bit nicer. Vehicles are slowly pumping out right now. So the roundabout has settled. It has settled. These guys are coming through, and the little tail in there will slowly deplete. So you just got to give it a little bit of time. I don't know why they do that, because they have got the giveaway signs to give way. The junction restrictions allow these to flow through, these not to do so. So I'm not sure. If I'm missing something, guys, just let me know in the comment section if I'm missing something on that roundabout. Right, so the university is pretty much set up. And more people will slowly, use it as time goes on. But that's pretty cool, isn't it? So how does that then sort out our education levels in terms of university? We have eligibility so high, but not everybody's going to want to go to this university. That's the thing. But as time goes on, we'll see what happens. What else are going to... Oh, I forgot the football stadium, or the American football stadium part of it. So they're the Spartans right now. Can I change them? I kind of forget how you change them. If you want it to be something else other than Spartans. Oh, team identity. So guys, let me know in the comment section right now. What identity should I give them? What team color should I give them? Coaching staff. No, what's this here? The old budget. Maybe increase how much it costs to get over to the ticket price. Try and make a little bit extra cash money moving out right now. But yeah, give me some name suggestions and some color suggestions and some identity suggestions of what we could potentially do with them as time goes on. But that's interesting. We'll see how this kind of rock and rolls. But we've got a nice little university right there, which is making Fool's Kingdom more prestigious than any of the other kingdoms right now. So, next then I want to look at the unique factory side of things, because now we got the animal products being created. We technically are now creating every type of item possible. So we got stuff like the bakery, which we can get down now. Oh my goodness me, we've got water issues for days right now, don't we? Right, we'll drop down a little bit of a water tower just there. That will aid in some water around here and over there. All good. So, do I drop the bakery in Meatsylvania? In Veganville? Or do I have it in a completely different kingdom altogether? Now, they're already storing the crops over here. Well, they should be. So, I think having a bakery over here makes kind of more sense. So, if I drop the bakery, let's say over here. Now, the only reason I'm going to drop it on this side, actually, I'll put it over here, is because the closest exportation area is then this. So, they might utilize that a little bit more. So the bakery now down. What else have we got in terms of unique factories? We've got then the clothing factory, which is huge. Well, okay. I was expecting it to be really, really big. It was not that big. So if I dropped it here, what does it actually need? It needs animal products, plastics, and crops. So we've got crops over here. We've got plastics over there. I just need animal products, which will get them to store the animal products just in that warehouse. So I can utilize having the clothing factory on this side. So Falls Kingdom's got a lot of the factories and industries. But, you know, this is... Am I being biased? I think I'm slightly being biased. But, you know, you gotta have it. I gotta have the money coming into the Falls Kingdom. It's gotta be the greatest kingdom that ever lived. That little backlog is now kind of settled down a little bit. So we're kind of back to flowing as normal right now. Oh, have they played a game already? What did it say there? Won 1, lost 1. They've played 2? Are you sure? I don't know. Seems sus to me, boys. Seems a little bit sus to me. But yeah, we'll up the production of this then. It'll take a while before that starts getting animal products, but at least we'll get there eventually. So then we've got stuff then like the car factory. Now this is huge. We've got the food factory. We've got the sneaker factory, which... Ooh, okay, so crops, paper, oil, plastics. So we've got paper, plastics, petroleum, that's what it means. And then we can actually have the that factory here, the sneaker factory on this side. So again, that is a fairly large-ish building. But if I placed it here, so if I had them staggered, one's a sneaker factory, one is a clothing factory, and both of them can utilize the goods stored in the factories close by. Then we have this big little section over there, which I might turn that into something like what do you call it, the car factory or whatnot. But what I'm gonna have to do is then eventually get a train line going all the way around and having a little section, maybe a little stop just here. So these factories and unit factories that have set up there, even some of this industrial can drop it on the train and take it to the airport rather than traipsing all the way around and causing more traffic and stuff like that. So that might be a benefit at some point moving forward. But that's going to be interesting. They've already got the goods straight away, and they're already producing, and they produce a lot of cash right there. That's good. So once the football stadium's game ends and they have officially won the game, then lots of traffic comes out. I think that's what it is then. It's the traffic of when a game happens. It's all going to flow in like this. It is what it is, isn't it? It's all part of it. But it's not all the time. It's just when the game happens. So that traffic that we had when we seen coming to the roundabout was actually people heading to the match itself. Worst case scenario, I could do like a little slip road that exits out onto this highway or something like that. But I don't feel like it's a huge thing because they're moving. I know it's a lot of vehicles backlogged through, but they're slowly moving out, and eventually they'll all be gone. So, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. I don't know just yet. We'll keep an eye on it. So, with more exports and being able to go outside of Meatsylvania, the traffic has kind of died down slightly, which is good. That is the factory. Where is it? There we go. So, we're needing some flour. Oh, that's a point. Flour. We're not storing any flour nearby, are we? No, not on this island anyway. So if I get another little bit of a warehouse, so yeah, if I drop 2 warehouses just here, and then both of these can store some flour. So I've gone for 2 small ones rather than 1 big one. So I can utilize that little bit of space just there. So that will store flour locally, and then hopefully give that bakery what it needs. Yeah, and all the flour's coming from where is it? There we go. Karen's crops. Little does she know she's fueling a food empire. An animal product empire. Little does she know right now. Seriously. When she finds out, guys, all the managers are going to be called. Or not just one manager, all the managers are going to be called right now. All the managers are quaking in their boots. Right, this is not looking good, is it? So this is where you then have to start thinking about, okay, overpassing it might be the best option to reduce the amount of vehicles on this current line. Or is the majority of these vehicles heading directly out? Now, what I could do... see, I don't want to mess up with the roundabout. It's doing what it needs to do. I'm just being really, really impatient, aren't I? I'm just being super impatient. It's... Seniac! Listen, Seniac, it's working. Yes, the tail end's here, but it's moving down. They're taking their time. There's small little kind of backlogs here, but they're waiting for their time. They go in, and it's going to clear, okay? Seniac, you're just impatient. I just got to remind myself that I'm super impatient. Damn it. Okay, right, anyway. So it's a while yet before the academic year finishes and we get them dissertations and stuff like that. Both of these factories are now producing, which is really, really good to see. Really, really good to see. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do then is we'll incorporate the little cargo train line just on this. So bringing that directly straight, you don't really get much of a play with it. So we're going to have to kind of 10 by 10 it. Six by 6 it. Bam. Just really, really simple. And it's only going to be a benefit because rather than leaving here and then driving all the way around to come down, or exporting the goods from here, then got to drive all the way up to go across the roundabout to get in. Simple back and forth. Really, really simple, really, really easy. It will then kind of alleviate this roundabout a bit, which this could probably do with going to a 3 lane as well, maybe. There we go. Extra lane. More turning circles for them. And they should be able to fly out a little bit easier. So we'll just keep an eye on it, see how it goes. But I'm hoping that is going to be a benefit, that train line anyway. We just have a lot of traffic. We've just got so much industry in this one particular area. See, that now is completely settled. See, Seniac, you're just impatient, boy. You're just way too impatient right now. So 16,000 it's gone up to right now, which is good. 16,000 residents. Students? What am I talking about? Oh, which actually might now bring students from other places. How do I see it where it's students, tourists, exchange students? 0%. I was hoping to get exchange students because obviously we're now got this big university in, but nobody wants to come here. Nobody. Nobody, I tell thee. Nobody. Right, I'm still waiting for a train to appear. Upgrading that roundabout has now kind of really settled this area down a bit more. Will we see a train? I mean, vehicles are dropping stuff in, so we're going to see one at some point. Yeah, it'll eventually come. It will eventually come. Right, has that bakery now got the goods? Yes, it's creating the pastries. So, no flour there. So I think the first bit of flour it got went directly to the building. These guys are complaining about crops right now. They got crops locally. I mean, we've also got... Well, we're also producing our own crops too, so I think they're pretty much just waiting for the next harvest. Ooh, damn. Every kingdom's now intertwined with one another. It's kind of exciting, isn't it? It really is kind of exciting. But I'm yet to see a freaking train. Today. Bah? Any trains want to appear? Yeah? No? Maybe? No. No. But we're going to end it for here anyway, guys. We've managed to get our university, and then we've got a couple of extra factories in. And all that's remaining right now in terms of the unique factories, we've got the car factory, the food factory, we've got the modular house factory, and we also have the shipyard too. So there's only 4 now remaining. Some of them are quite large, like the car factory, so we need to kind of get like a nice big area set up for it, which would be pretty handy. And, you know, that would be kind of cool. We've got the university, in which, guys, give me some name suggestions for it, what we can call it. It'd be interesting to see what you guys come up with. More and more people. It's now 17,000 it was almost up to at that point. What's this subway station like? Only 2 people served it recently. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. It'll keep making money. I just want to get the academic works and kind of get it leveled up a little bit more, so we can be more prestigious within the region. But, yeah, everything's looking pretty good. If you guys did enjoy this episode, please smash that like button down below. But until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.